Welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, presented by the Barstool News Network. It is What the Fuck Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. Beeve, Mark, how you boys doing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks like the Beeve is like doing some sort of jaw workout.
Got something in his mouth, yeah.
Got this new
I'm getting my reps in.
Can you take it out?
Hold on.
You
9,
have an
10, 11. I do 11.
What is that?
I do 11 reps each set. This is my jaw exercise.
Keep
not
the
a sponsor
jawline
of the
tight?
show. But my
Okay.
jaw's been getting a little fat, so I bought this thing, the jaw exercise. It's strengthening my jaw.
Well, that's
pretty
on
good.
brand for the Beeve because they have really strong teeth and jaws. So, yeah.
Plus, just like you got to keep that steely jawline with that chin strap.
You gotta get the
Yeah.
blood flow to the
let that
chin
go to
strap.
waste.
I might make a homemade one of those.
I think
Nah,
it's just like a
you'll break a
ball,
tooth.
rubber.
This is-
rubber
Yeah,
ball.
exactly. Like a spring.
Yeah, just
Get
chew
bunch
on a
of
tennis
springs.
ball.
Yeah.
No, this is specially engineered to strengthen your jawline, bro. I wouldn't try it at home. I'd get
What
an
about
official.
a nylabone, like a dog bone that's a rubbery bone?
Oh,
I'm gonna be real pissed if my thing that I
Stress
paid
ball?
$30 for is the same thing as an Alabone.
First submission from the Hardo Hive today. Vinny Lukazeski. We don't never have no. Say your last name.
Oh, hang on.
He,
Shit.
He
It's-
said that we should all drop acid as a podcast together and document.
He phonetically spelled it out for me. He's Polish, obviously. It's ski at the end. So just
Yeah,
sound it out.
Lukazeski. Lukazeski.
I'm in.
Lukazeski.
I'm in for an
he
acid
says,
app.
He says acid drop and document it. I don't know about episode. That might be a little weird. Might be something we don't want to force on everybody.
If we have someone who can hit record and stop for each of us, then we're in. I think that's the big thing. I found like when you're on acid, it's hard to do things like go to the bathroom properly or cook hot dogs. It's hard.
You think this virtual experience together would be okay for acid? I feel like it might be a little bit.
Check
stale.
out my shirt. Look at my shirt. This would be a good shirt for that.
Over Zoom. I don't know. Maybe,
I'm in.
Maybe we might have to be in the same place for this.
I'm in.
All you
Next-
gotta do is dare us,
Yeah, I'm
listener, and
into
we'll
it.
do drugs on air for you.
Thanks,
for your
Vinny.
pleasure.
Appreciate
hard-
the suggestion.
Hard factor promise.
Also brought to us from Garrett in Iowa. AG Barr had his Judiciary House Committee hearing, and we're not going to do it as a full story, but a quick recap. It was like a campaign rally, kind of. I don't know. What did you guys think? We all kind of watched it. Basically, the Dems were questioning him, not letting him respond. The Republicans were not asking him any hard questions and stroking him off and letting him say whatever he wanted. And it just seemed like
it was pretty
everybody
boring. No real revelations. It was party line. It was like, hey, you're playing. A lot of Democrats were like, you're playing favorites to Trump's people. Letting them off easy, like Roger Stone mainly, and you're not. Stop with the secret police and stop calling them rioters. And then it was the opposite from the Republicans, right? It was like, we need more police, obviously, and they're showing videos of looting and rioting and stuff like that. So it was nothing new. And I kept thinking to myself, why aren't they working on the police bill and getting us the stimulus package?
Oh,
Why
because
are
it's
they
campaign season. Mark.
Why are they all in the
need
fucking
to,
room?
They need to win
Yeah.
re-elections. They need these video clips so they can
Sure.
keep getting paid from our tax dollars when they get reelected with the video clip they have of yelling.
Are you
at
talking
AG
about
Barr.
the new bill that's 2 months delayed, even though unemployment benefits run out Friday? We still don't have it figured out. Will,
Oh, yeah,
great,
they don't-
great point
they don't
though
have
on the
that.
visual aid. That was the first time I ever saw they rolled. It was like you had a substitute teacher. They rolled the TV out to the Senate floor, the House floor, and played a video edited by one side and then another video edited by the other side. It was pretty interesting. It was like propaganda videos battling each other.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And then everybody just basically took a turn to get their little clip with the Attorney General. And it was really weird because both parties wouldn't give on shit. It was like, all right, the Republicans were pretty much, you could say, probably wrong about Lafayette Square, and what they did gassing the protesters
in DC,
there.
yeah.
And then the Democrats are at the same time promoting massive gatherings and blaming Republicans only for the spread of coronavirus and also neglecting what happened in Seattle. So nobody's willing to concede where they fucked up. And it's just it was crazy.
It brought a little bit of awareness to me that people on sitting Congress people on both sides some of them are pretty stupid, pretty dumb. There was one lady that had her iPhone going off every 3 seconds.
Oh yeah,
and she
the
couldn't figure out
California
how to
lady?
silence it. And
Hold on, I found her name, Zoe something in California.
I was just
Good Lord.
dumbfounded by just some of the Congress people, like their
Yeah.
actions,
they
their
were.
words.
It was
Yeah.
embarrassing for the U.S. government. I did think that two shining stars, Sheila Jackson, a Democrat in Texas, and also Debbie Laseco, a Republican in Arizona, they had good showings, but the 50-plus other people who talk need to take a long, hard look in the mirror because they suck at their jobs. Eric Swalwell, clean up that beard. Looks terrible.
Yeah, best part about it, honestly, best part about
Gates looked
yesterday
hungover.
was two things. Well, Gates being hungover was awesome. That woman getting her Metamucil alarm going off and not being able to turn it off. But more importantly, Jim Jordan trending on Twitter. GYM Jordan. That was my favorite thing of the day.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Old single leg Jim.
Yeah,
Jim
you
Jordan.
could tell he got his reps in that morning.
Let's
you
get what the
still-
fuck Wednesday? Can we get in the show? Let's get
Let's get in the show.
Wait,
you still want to wrestle him, Beef?
Yeah,
Jim
I'll
Jordan?
wrestle
All right,
Jim
okay.
GYM Jordan. I've been doing my
Okay.
reps.
Good
He
luck.
put you in the grapevines. You better hope your
Banana
jaw is ready
splits.
for that. We will get into the show, but real quick, a word from our sponsor, Predict It. Red alert. Let's do like a boo, 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 boo. Kamala Harris, Politico, they accidentally released an article saying that she's the VP and she's still at like 50 cents.
Yeah, they future
As of
dated it.
recording.
They said on Friday, August 1st, Joe Biden announced Kamala Harris as her VP. It's like they had this article waiting, as in like they knew something. Then they deleted it right away. And on Predicted, Kamala Harris is still in the lead, but she didn't go up to like 70 cents. She's still like 40 in the 40s, and Rice is right behind her. So a lot of people are thinking Politico just didn't have the information.
But if you think it was a giant fuck up by the campaign and Politico combined, and you know the VP already, then go ahead and slam it. Predictit.org/promo
I
slash
did.
hard factor 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Join Mark. Predictit.org/promo slash hard factor 20. Get your first $20 matched on us. All right. Finally into the What the Fuck Wednesday stories. It's going to go Mark, Pat, Will in that order.
Let's
Mark,
go. Let's go. Okay, guys, we're starting off this What the Fuck Wednesday with an update to a story we covered on the radio this week. Yes, that's right. We have a weekly radio show on Sirius XM Radio, Barstool Power 85, Monday through Thursday, that you should check out because it has unique stories like this one we're going to cover on the pod for the first time this week. It's got unique stories and content from this podcast, obviously. It's currently on 11 a.m. to noon Eastern time for the rest of this week. And then it will be 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. starting August 3rd for the month of August. So this
Strong
story...
sell. Strong sell. Mark.
Yes. So, get the serious thing.
The show is so good, they're moving us an hour earlier because people can't wait to hear it. That's how
got-
good it is.
That's what we think.
one
So
way
this
of looking at
story was sent in by my wife, also by at Aston Villa, and I think a few other listeners as well. My apologies, but you know who you are if you sent in a DM related to these fucking unsolicited Chinese seeds that keep showing up in the mail, and like basically now 27 states have reported finding these seeds in the mail. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Because we talked about it.
People
Yeah,
are getting
yeah.
random seeds with Chinese lettering on the packaging, and they're like,
That's correct.
How can I
The
not plant this?
Exactly. Mandarin. Go ahead, Will.
And I liked Pat's theory on the radio is that these are misshipments. People ordering stuff from Amazon and then just showing up with seeds. That's like the happy path. That's like the good thought, right?
We're going to get to something a little later. I'll just skip ahead to that now. A lot of internet detectives like on Reddit are saying similar to that theory, that there's this thing called, I would have to find it, like bracketing or brusheting or something. It's some marketing technique where companies, try to puff up their numbers of sales, so to speak, or people they've given packages to inflate the numbers and then to get more 5-star reviews and to look like they're
There's tossing extra seeds.
a bigger
out there.
company, because the seeds are potentially are like lemon and orange seeds to the people that have been like, so they don't cost them much. They get these lemon and orange seeds, they send them out to everyone, and it looks like they've been sending a bunch of packages.
But what a
Cooking
cool
the books
trick that
kinda.
is if you live in a non-warm climate. You get these fucking non-functional seeds.
Well, good news.
Right. They
Good
send you
news,
a
Pat.
citrus tree in Michigan.
These fucked up, well, it is 27 states, so that will be a problem, but these fucked up companies might be looking into that a little bit because Florida's been getting hammered. Florida by far is getting the most seeds in the mail. U.S. citizens in Florida have been getting, over 200 have reported to the Florida Agriculture that they've gotten these seeds, and they all come with a Mandarin like shipping address, and they all say like some sort of jewelry or some other like item that has nothing to do with seeds. It's like necklace. And then they open it up and it's just bags of seeds.
that's
Yeah,
even
not-
more cruel. Like, 'cause
I know.
you can't. If someone from Florida gets a package that says jewelry on it and then it's not jewelry in it, like that's
Right.
just devastating for them.
It's like some guy's like, oh, sweet, I'm going to give this to my wife. And then she opens it and it's seeds. She's like, why did you do that to me? Like, damn it.
Yeah, not a great gift. Not Florida, but my aunt got some in Indiana, I think. And
Yeah.
she the only thing she was worried about was if they were weed seeds or not, apparently.
She was
Well-
she was worried about that. Did she
Yeah,
plant them?
Yeah.
They were I mean, I don't know if she did or not, but they were significantly small. It was no chance it could have been cannabis.
That would be our fear too. That would be terrible if we got a bunch of free weed seeds. Yeah, but anyways, like all of the state agricultural, no one really knows exactly what's going on, and all of the state agricultural accounts and offices are saying, please don't open the seeds, please don't plant the seeds. But that's fighting an uphill battle. If you get seeds, at least 50% of people are going to want to know what the fuck they are, and at least buy like a little potted plant and put them in there inside the house. So yeah, I mean, what would you guys do if you got a bag of seeds? Would you plant them? Plant them, right?
Yeah.
You got beanstalk, magic beanstalk potential. You're planting those
Could be
fucking
anything.
seeds, bro.
It could be a new drug. It could be anything. It could be fruit.
I'll tell you, I can't even explain. Like, I remember one of the first times I found seeds in my weed that was actually like decent weed that I wanted to like try to propagate again. And like, you know, it's just such a rush whenever you get some type of magical seed, a seed it's unknown potential. That's what a seed represents. It's like
seeds incredible. It's like pre-life. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna plant this. Anyways,
quite a rush.
Yeah, it is quite a rush. The reason they're telling you not to plant them is because
and then you just wait.
right.
That's
the
best
growing
part.
is not a rush.
That is
right.
the best part.
well, it's a rush until you actually get involved. Yeah, you start doing it, and then it's slow.
But the growing is a labor of love.
But
and
hey-
teaches you patience. And it's actually I like it.
Lana J says, is anyone stupid enough to actually plant them? She said this on the internet. But as we talked about, yes. And good news, because Ellen at Sustainergy Advisors said she got some in California. She ordered arugula seeds, but got these instead. And she figured, what the hell? She planted them, and they're growing super fast. So you don't even have to wait that long, Pat, apparently, which is great news. And all the agriculture people are saying, no, Sustainergy, Ellen. Like, this could be an invasive plant that takes out all sorts of U.S. species of plants and poisons them and maybe kills local animals and insects. So stop planting them, you dum-dum. But that's not
Honestly,
gonna happen.
if we go out this way, I'm cool with it. Like if China beats us
Seeds.
by
They beat us with magical
seed
seeds. Yeah.
warfare,
What's
Yeah.
that Rick
We deserve
Moranis
to die.
movie where there's the killer tomato plant? Is that what it is?
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
No, Little Shop of Horrors.
Different movie. He's talking about Attack of Killer Tomatoes. You're talking about
that-
Little Shop of Horrors, which is a
There's
Venus
multiple-
flytrap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Rick Moranis, right? Little Shop of Horrors.
You're damn right. It's Rick Moranis, who just
Yeah,
came out
so
of
that's-
retirement recently, guys. So
Yeah.
get ready.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm with Kathy Weber here. This is because if I get seeds, I'm fucked because I have 5 cats. They're just going to get into the seeds and get sick. But Kathy Weber says on the internet, thanks for the info, but nobody in their right mind would send me seeds. I'm great with dogs, especially the guys with behavioral problems. I help the Humane Society and others with those dogs. But at any plant entering my house immediately commits suicide. No green thumb on Kathy Weber. She thought she'd let the internet know.
Classic comment.
Yeah, and so since everyone knows now, don't send Kathy Weber seeds.
Oh man, Kathy should totally put that on her dating profile. People would
Yeah.
get such a good kick out of that. Classic Kathy.
Wouldn't
I
believe
thought it was a
how-
parody account. It's not. That's Kathy.
No.
Kathy.
Just a sad, lonely
just Kathy.
woman. All right, guys, this next one's from @the Joey Scott. Dr. Fauci made a big mistake when he selfishly agreed to throw out the first pitch at the Nationals' home opener on baseball's opening day. See, Fauci knew that was Trump's day, and although most of his appearances are ran through the White House, Fauci slithered through a little crack loophole and agreed to fling a 2-hopper to kick off the truncated MLB season.
One hopper. One hopper to the front of the plate. One hopper to the
stick
front of
that
the plate.
Jury's still out there.
The jury's not out there. Big Cat cleared this up. We'll get to it in the end. Don't worry.
Big Cat was under duress. He was having a hard time. He flung a
not
2-hopper
under
to kick
duress.
off
We will get it to the end. We'll get to it
the
during
truncated
the voicemails.
MLB season, even though he knew that the president played baseball when he was younger, potentially in college, and that should have been the president's first pitch. See, because Fauci was already on thin ice And him taking Trump's pitch was the last strike, and now Fauci is out, and a new coronavirus doctor is in. And I want you guys to meet Trump's new go-to medical professional, Dr. Stella Immanuel. See, guys, Dr. Stella, she was introduced to us yesterday as a background actor, actually on Monday, during a press conference featuring a group of anti-mask doctors called the White Coat Summit. And this press conference was streamed live on Breitbart.com from our nation's capital. Did you guys see this?
No.
No, it did not.
Right. So it's like 7 doctors at the nation's capital, none of them wearing masks, all wearing lab coats, being led by.
That's how you know they're doctors.
Yeah,
The
I
lab
know.
coats.
No, it said, and they got doctor embroidered on their
Nice.
little lapel there. So it was for sure they were doctors, no doubt about it. Anyway, guys, video of the press conference featured Dr. Tadaro, surrounded by other maskless doctors in the white lab coats, and they were speaking out against the war on hydroxychloroquine. And Dr. Tadaro said, quote, "If it seems like there is an orchestrated attack that's going on against hydroxychloroquine, it's because there is." He then went on
Well,
to
it's
say,
true, isn't it? I mean, we've kind of covered it on this show.
yeah, no, people are after that hydroxychloroquine, and these guys are out there saying, no, it fixes COVID. He went on to say that there's so much misinformation out there, and people need to seek the truth, right? Anyway, a little backstory. We're going to meet the medical professional, but this video of the press conference went super viral.
If I get COVID, I'm going to try everything I can get my hands on, including
hydroxychloroquine. Well, hey,
Well, it had similar test results as remdesivir or whatever in the studies, which the other side is pushing the remdesivir.
Well, it's for
So, like,
it was for malaria, right? And it seems like if anything, the evidence is showing if it's taken responsibly, it's not going to harm you. So, like, if the evidence is some people saying it helps you, and some people saying no, it doesn't help you, but it's you take the right dose. Why wouldn't
the
you?
early tests were similar for the
Yeah.
two. They were both funded as emergency treatments by the FDA.
I would take
right.
it.
Yeah.
And
well,
I would find a doctor that told me it's cool, and then I would take
the
it.
jury, guys, is still out. Anyway, the video of the press conference went super viral. It had like over 17 million views on Facebook and included a tweet from Donald Jr. calling the video a must watch, and then a retweet from Big Don, the president, which resulted in Don Jr. being put in Twitter timeout for a period of 12 hours for spreading.
Jack has lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, for spreading false and misleading rumors about COVID.
Jack trying to decide which drug for coronavirus he endorses as true and not true.
It wasn't
is
so much the drug.
Will, the best part is the 12 hours. Like, you get like a little timeout. Can't
Time
tweet
out.
for 12 hours.
Time
Yeah.
out, Don Jr.
What is he trying to do? I don't like what
Here's what happened. These fucking doctors are up there without masks, being like, you don't need masks. And they're also pushing hydroxychloroquine, but we're going to get to it. Really, there's good reason potentially that Jack banned Don Jr. for 12 hours. This whole video was pulled from like all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, it's gone. And it begs the question, guys, why should these doctors, including Dr. Stella, be censored? Well, I want to review Dr. Stella's record and why hashtag demon sperm was trending.
So they retracted it because they're crazy. Okay.
Yeah. See, hashtag
So
demon
the
sperm
lab
was,
coats were a front.
yeah, no, they were all doctors. Yep. Anyway, demon sperm trending all day yesterday on Twitter. Dr. Stella, guys, let's meet her. This is Trump's new favorite doctor. Dr. Stella is a pediatrician from Cameroon who received her medical training in Nigeria. She's also a religious minister who operates a medical clinic out of a Texas strip mall next to her church, Firepower Ministries. She also has some unorthodox theories that gynecological problems like cysts and endometriosis are in fact caused by people having sex in their dreams with demons and witches, specifically from demonic sperm after a
this was a
demon
mistake.
has dream sex with you.
Didn't vet for the demon sperm part. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, she loves hydroxychloroquine. Sign her up.
Yeah.
She also believes that, demon sperm. Anyway, guys, she also has made her beliefs very clear that alien DNA is currently being used in medical treatments and that scientists are cooking up a vaccine to prevent people from, quote, being religious.
Okay, the alien DNA part.
Yeah.
Alien
DNA, if you stop at just that, like everything else is kind of crazy, but maybe there's some alien DNA out there.
Let me continue.
Okay.
And despite appearing in Washington, D.C. to lobby Congress on Monday, she said that the government is run, in part, not by humans, but by reptilians. and other
Nice.
aliens.
He's Planet Nairubu.
Yeah.
Big
All
time
right.
Narubu.
She'll never meet Bush.
Guys, don't even get Dr. Stella started on Hannah Montana, which she claims is a gateway to evil. And she also claims
we gotta get Dr. Stella to watch Nightmare on Elm Street. Don't go to sleep.
No, you can't do that. You really shouldn't do that.
That would fuck her up. Yeah.
So Jack ended up banning a video that was a mistake in the first place.
The whole thing was fucking ridiculous, dude. The whole thing was
Okay,
fucking
now
ridiculous.
I see.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just the hydroxychloroquine part made no sense to me. Why? But now I see.
It would be nice to get some actual consensus on the hydroxychloroquine. That would be nice.
Well, it's definitely a smear job. It seems like the early studies were like, oh, it's equal with this other thing, and then all of a sudden, the left is pushing one and the right's pushing the other, and it just was like, what the fuck? They were
I don't know about the smear job at all. It would just be nice to get some consensus.
Yes, consensus is huge. Let's take it to the internet, guys.
To me, it looks like a smear job.
With comments from, you guessed it, Dr. Stella Emanuel, MD. So they took her videos down, and she tweeted yesterday, "Hello, Facebook. Put back my profile page and my videos up on your computers with start crashing till you do. You are not bigger than God. I promise you, if my page is not back up on Facebook, we'll be down in Jesus' name." This is a medical
Did you
doctor.
just say she is as big as God, though? Imply kind of in that way?
She was saying Facebook is not bigger than God, and she was saying they're playing God for taking her videos down. But this is my favorite, guys. This is another tweet from Stella Emanuel, MD, and it's a video of a COVID doctor challenges CNN and Fauci to take a urine test, and it's her. It's a video of her, and the tweet is, "I double dog dare y'all. Give me a urine sample." And that's directed at Dr. Fauci and all the hosts of CNN, because she believes that they're secretly on hydroxychloroquine, and she wants to test their urine to make sure.
How about that?
Well, Trump did take it preemptively.
So she sees a giant cyst on someone, and she's like, "You must have been fucked by a 15-foot demon."
Exactly, and have the demon sperm.
That's a big demon.
You gotta vet the people in your doctor crew. This is the moral of the story here, guys. You don't want to stand up at a press conference with a woman that believes that demons are fucking people and causing how do you say that? Cysts.
No, it sounds like she should be in a straitjacket, not in a lab coat on a video. Yeah.
Well,
I don't wanna
luckily
go
she's
to
here in
work.
Texas, Mark. If you get ill,
Great.
you can go see her.
Cool.
Maybe she gives out prescriptions really easy.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. You just play along with her and be like, "Oh, these demons are really giving me the what have you when I go to sleep. If I could get some medicine, that'd be great."
Oh, my
She'll give me
sleep
one.
ass is so sore. These demons
Yeah.
get all up in my sleep ass every night.
It reminds me of Dr. Reverend Martin Sempa a little
Oh,
bit.
you
A little
eat the
bit.
poo-poo, bro.
Yeah. All right, let's move it along to the great putt-putt riot of 2020. The Golf and Games Putt-Putt Fun Center in Memphis, Tennessee is supposed to be a family-friendly, relaxed environment. Fun for all ages. But
Yeah.
it wasn't fun for anybody on Saturday night. Yeah. Started out like any normal Saturday night, but then an unusually high number of kids got dropped off for the night by their parents, and at about 7 p.m., with 300 to 400 people in line to get into the putt-putt center. Mind you, the capacity is only 100.
No putt-putt could handle that type of line. I've never seen a putt-putt.
Well, it's a whole complex. People started jumping spots in the go-kart line, which is a huge no-no. Big no-no. All these people in the parking lot trying to get in, jumping into the go-kart line. So the center decided that they had to suspend new ticket sales for the time being at about 7 p.m. And within instance of suspending ticket sales, arguments about not letting people in started. And within minutes, the putt-putt center had to be closed down for the night because what they claim was right as they were about to start issuing refunds. Somebody took the video of what happened. It's a teenage girl just ripping down the plexiglass like in front of the cash register, throwing shit at the employees, and then allegedly walking away to spit on another employee.
I get angry though if I'm getting dropped off at a putt-putt place and I'm not allowed to play. I'm not allowed to get my at least 9 in. I'm getting pretty angry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Think about
Lots
your
of angry
rage hormones as a teenager. You've been cooped up in your house for the last 4 or 5 months, and your parents are finally like, "Get the fuck out of our house. I'm dropping you up." Now your putt-putt's problem, and you're so horned up and
for
and
sure.
angry.
That's the main thing, Pat. Because if you're going to putt putt, you're trying to get at least a handy. You're trying to hit on someone, show off maybe your putt putt skills or your jokes.
Trying to make some ball and hole jokes. Huge.
Yeah, if you can't
huge
do
opportunity.
that, yeah.
It was a powder keg. As you noted, Pat, the parents just being done with all of these kids who are wound up from being locked down, probably a big reason for all of the consternation. Only one 13-year-old boy has been charged with anything from the incident, which seems unfair to me. It's like one kid who hopped the go-kart line gets in trouble and everybody, like 400 other people, nothing. And the Putt Putt Center says that no more minors without an adult will ever be allowed at the Putt Putt Center in Memphis anymore. It's the worst incident they've seen in 56 years of operation.
Oh, full policy change.
That should have been a policy to begin with.
I don't think so. I think that like the point of these places is so that you can have like multiple kids. I guess right. I see what you're saying. At least one adult with like
one adult per. You could have 20 kids like a party, but you can't have the 20 kids without a single adult. That's ridiculous.
It's Mark, I disagree. It's a time-honored American tradition to drop your kids off for minimum wage workers to take care of them for the evening.
It's not a swimming pool. It's like
it's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing.
Pretty
a lifeguard
much,
makes like $7 an hour, and people just drop their fucking kids off and say, you
could
take
die
care
there
of them.
too, easy. Yeah, no problem. So I don't know. Well, yeah, just same as go-karts.
You can't damage a swimming pool though. You can't really fuck up the swimming pool. As
You
a
could
business.
damage you could damage a swimming pool.
What you pee in the water? I guess
No, I used to throw
excessive peeing.
buckets of paint in my neighborhood swimming pool at night.
Jesus,
Why would you do that?
Yeah, what?
I was angry, man.
Yeah, sounds like it. You know, you could also break the swimsuit drying thing pretty easy.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Fuck up the showers.
Put 3 swimsuits in there instead of 1. Done. Shut it
Locker
down.
rooms.
All right, I take it back.
Sorry, community pool.
Yeah, so, all right. I mean, this one came to us from DAE Goon Squad and a local Heart of Hive member in Memphis, Ryan Williams, who's worried that the driving range there, which constitutes most of the business, may not get the business back after the incident because locals not taking a friendly shine to what happened here at the Putt Putt location. Also, the local Facebook comments got pretty racist on the whole thing. Not going to lie, but here's a different take.
In Memphis? Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, but here's a different take from Ashley Painter Edge. And she said, this is a result of raising kids using timeouts only and the trophy kids feeling entitled, which I think it's more about the general anxiety everybody in the world is feeling right now with pandemic and never-ending social unrest.
Probably more of that, yeah.
Yeah, probably more of that. And in fact, sadly, 2020 is probably the least trophies ever on record, considering all the sports that are canceled. So I think it's the opposite. If we were able to get some type of trophy program going where you do something good at home, a trophy arrives in the mail, perhaps that would actually do a little bit more to stem, deal with this problem.
We're talking about putt-putt, though. Like, what kind of trophies are being handed out for putt-putt?
No, she's saying the trophy culture is what causes this.
I think what happened here with Ashley Painter Edge is she grew up with hippie parents that never enrolled her in sports and also never used timeouts, and she craves discipline and some sort of camaraderie with teammates, and she's she's expressing that on Twitter, things she never got.
And then she acts like a brat on Twitter. Yeah, so there you go.
Facebook. Ashley's a Facebook user.
Sure.
Good for her. That's it. That's the putt-putt riot, guys.
There it is. All right, guys, a lot of people are trying to sneak into Canada from the U.S., it seems, these days. Remember the New York man that somehow ended up in a Florida car and barreled his way through the Niagara checkpoint?
Yes.
Remember that? Mm-hmm. Well, now, who could forget? Well, now, listener at _Mantelope, great name, sent us a news story of a guy trying to get into Canada. And the _Mantelope has kindly asked that the Hard Factor host put an end to this alarming trend by getting the word out. So we will do that right now. And this one's even more brazen than the last
Hold
one.
on. Is he Canadian? Trying to keep us out? He's trying to keep us. I don't like that.
He said we can come in, but he just doesn't want the people like in this story.
They don't like our corona.
3 of us are cool.
I think right now the Canadians are yucking it up, especially with hockey being in Toronto and Edmonton, just yucking it up about our corona-infested south of the border.
Yeah, ask the
Glory
Blue Jays.
holes,
Ask the
everything.
Blue Jays how they feel about the United States. This one's even more brazen though than the New York guy. This past Friday, American officers, U.S. officers, attempted to stop a man in a stolen vehicle in Kettle Falls, Washington, which is right by the border, from crossing into Canada. So they know this guy's got a stolen car. They're chasing him, and they're trying to stop him. But so they successfully laid down a spike belt, like those spike, that'll fuck up your tires. They laid down like a spike belt across the road, and they did fuck up the dude's tires. But the suspect continued to drive, and then he ran through all the barriers at the Canadian border, and he got across anyways.
I love that, dude. That is just such awesome balls to know that the odds of you getting away with it are so slim, but it's not stopping you. You're going for fucking freedom, or what you perceive to be freedom on the other side of that border.
All out effort. He's going all out. The spikes weren't going to stop him. They needed to completely disable the car.
He only had one play left. That was his last play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Corona is obviously having a huge effect on everybody because this is 2 times in 2 weeks, American men fleeing to Canada at all costs.
Yeah. And if you're a GTA fan, what happened here was the spikes got the car smoking, but pounding through the barrels got the car on fire. So the car at this point, not in good shape. So this guy had to get out on foot, and that's what he did. He took off on foot. This is 1 a.m., mind you. And at this point, he was Canada's problem, and the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, got involved, and they ended up locating the man in Grand Forks, Canada, nearby his stolen car.
They located him, like they lost him.
Found
they
him.
lost him. They lost him for a second.
It's dark. He was out on foot. They weren't like the U.S. police had to be like, we have to stop. And then the RCMP got a phone call being like, you need to go find this guy from the Grand Forks, which is in Canada Police. So they needed to actually get a group of police to go find him, which they did. And they yelled something like, "Hey, buddy, what's this all about?" And then he took off running because he didn't like that Canadian accent, half Canadian, half English accent that happened there. So he took off running, ended up getting naked because he knows, dark and naked when you're white is a good idea. So he was clearly an idiot. So he got naked and then jumped in the Kettle River, where he began what I imagine was a pretty unflattering river float. Because I don't know what the temperature of the Canadian rivers are in July, but it's
probably cold year round.
Probably cold. So yeah, he did
You could
that.
cool your Molsons in them, that's for sure.
That's exactly right. So his shriveled up cock and balls were just going with the flow of the river for the next 2.5 hours. He floated down this river before the RCMP, along with the help of some good Samaritans, were able to walk him out of the river as it finally narrowed to nothing. So he took the river all the way down until it narrowed.
All the way to the end. Yeah.
And then it was just rocks.
The Canadian police are so prepared for this. That's why they're on fucking horseback, bro. This is this is day one of RCMP training.
That's correct.
Follow the guy in the river on your horse. They're gonna get you idiot.
Yep, it was pretty easy for them. So they just happened to walk his naked, shriveled up body out, and then they took him and they sent him to Canada Border Services Agency, where he was probably very arrested for a number of things, including a stolen car. So
I bet the rookie had to deal with that. All right, guys, real quick.
They gave him a towel.
This next one's from Sam Welch. Everyone's favorite violent dictator, cured homosexual, and, quote, president of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, is at it again. Last week, guys, Duterte was tending to his flock by giving some tips on how to clean your face mask after a hard day of breathing heavily out of fear of being murdered by Duterte. He said, quote, "At the end of the day, you hang the mask somewhere and you spray it with Lysol, if you can afford it. For those of you who don't have Lysol, you drench it in gasoline or diesel. And that son of a bitch COVID won't stand a chance. Just find some gasoline and dip your hand with the mask in it."
That's awesome.
So
you
pretty good.
get high the whole day the next day off the fumes.
it's clean. It's a bonus. It's two birds. This put the country's Department of Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Verenge in quite a tough spot there. On the one hand, she was understandably concerned for the roughly 44 million Filipino citizens that smoke cigarettes. But on the other hand, she was concerned for the one Maria Rosario Verenge who knows that you never contradict Duterte. So she told reporters, you know how the president speaks. It's probably just one of his jokes, especially about gasoline, followed by a nervous laughter and a silent prayer. Because when it comes to coronavirus, Duterte don't play, saying of people protesting the lockdown back in April, quote, my orders to the police and military, if there's trouble and there's an occasion that they fight back and your lives are in danger, you shoot them dead. Talking about the guys that were protesting the lockdown, Duterte rules with an iron fist. Dip your gas mask in Vaseline. What? Dip your mask in gasoline. Yeah, that's what it is.
Or diesel. Whatever
Diesel
is cheaper.
fuel. It'll knock that son of a bitch out, says Duterte.
I mean, I'm sure it would. That's the thing.
He's not gay anymore.
It just knocks you out too. When you wake up, you don't have coronavirus, and you don't have any brain cells.
That doesn't sound like a joke, though. He's very dead serious.
You heard Maria. She said it was a joke.
Yeah, good call.
He's joking, I swear.
Yeah.
As she fingers her
Well, I mean,
bulletproof
Trump,
vest.
maybe it's the same thing as the bleach injection. All right. Voice, I don't speak. What are the language they speak in the Philippines?
Filipino.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. There you go. I don't speak that. Voicemails. We'll get to reviews a little bit later. We're not going to read them today. We have so many voicemails, but please do submit 5-star reviews, and we will read them on Friday. All of them, no matter what they say. But we got a lot of voicemails to get to today, boys. So many members of the Hardo Hive are very mad at John in North Carolina for threatening the existence of the voicemails in general. This list that I don't have time to play all the voicemails includes Bob the Ripper, which we had heard in the past, Cole from Philly, Big Ounce, NC Mardo, and those are just the ones that took the time to write voicemails. Many more comments online. So, John, it seems like you've been overruled. The voicemails are staying. Cole, also in his voicemail, thinks that some of the impersonation voicemails could be left by Joey Molinaro, one of the new Barstool employees. I think Joey's too busy for that, but maybe it is. Also, we might have an impersonator on soon, right, guys? That you've been.
That's right.
Nice tease.
Well,
it's possible, Will.
I don't know if you'd call him an impersonator or just a very powerful person. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well,
Might be the real deal.
Let's leave it at that.
Look at that. Cole also says that establishment Dems catch the most shit on this show over libertarians, who the Canadian libertarian suggested that they catch the most shit. But Cole says establishment Dems.
Here's the deal, guys. We're doing our job if you all think that you're catching the most shit. And you all are catching shit, and you're all going to catch shit. So
All going to catch it.
You're all catching
Everybody's catching shit.
Yeah.
We're mad at everybody, making fun of everybody.
Get
All
your
right,
shit nets out.
But none of us, nobody needs as big of a shit net as the Communist Party of China, who Big Ounce still despises. He left another note letting us know CCP not cool in his book. Reagan says that he had a few too many indexes before his last voicemail. And we got one of the nicest voicemails I've ever heard from Little Bucker in Houston, Texas. It's too long to play today, but he says that us, Pardon My Take, and KFC are the voices of levity, getting him through this crappy 2020 year. And he's rooting for the show to grow as big as we can, so we can keep it up for as long as we can. And I lied a little bit. I am going to play the last part of his voicemail. Stick around for these two guys. So I'm going to play these two. First one from Little Bucker, and the next one also about the same subject. So.
And I'm going to try to give you good morning. Good morning! All right, there you go, guys. All right, take it easy, homies. Adios.
Hey, Ward Hard Factor. It's NC Mardo, still cutting the grass. Listen, I was thinking, because I'm in my Tuesday episode right now, like I said, just catching up on a week's worth podcast. And it occurred to me, why did you guys change up the timing of the good morning? I mean, it's no big deal, but I don't know, to fuck with us a little bit or what? I don't know. Just curious, man. Anyways, have a great fucking day. Peace.
Did he say warthog factor?
I don't know. That's what the Google transcript
told him?
thought he said.
Who told him? You heard Lil Bucker went through puberty with that good morning. I feel like that was He hurt his
cracked a
balls
little
drop.
bit, but that was pretty strong. Pretty strong.
He went for it.
A lot of effort. Yeah.
Showed a lot of heart. Yeah. So do you want to field the editing thing that he's talking about, Will? Or?
The good morning. Well, we talked a while back. The Beeve is in charge of the late night video production effort, and then Mark and I are generally doing most of the audio editing. And my guess is we just put the good morning in different spots.
Right. Well, we rotate. So like one night I'll do the podcast audio, and we'll do the radio audio editing.
So
and then we'll switch.
I do it right after down, and that's a good morning right there. So where do you put it?
I like the song because I picked the song, and I
we
let
know,
it play
Mark.
usually. Yeah, well, I just,
Well, I edited together the Macho Man Randy Savage intro. So.
Yeah, we know, Pat. We know the
Pat
beef.
did, yeah. Mark picked the name and the song.
I
name
also
of the
came out
show.
with the name of the show. No
Wow.
big deal. But
I did nothing.
I like
Just
the
sat back
song.
and relaxed.
Yeah, but
You just do the
I
good
came
morning.
up with the soft corner,
Okay,
which we don't do anymore.
stop. All right, but I like to let it play. But we were told once, like, why the fuck do you not let it get to the drum part? So the only consistency I think is you're going to get to the drum part, and then it's going to be sometime after.
I do
that.
it right after the drum kick
Yeah.
in, but Mark lets it run a little bit longer, and it is to fuck with you, actually, Mardo.
Got to keep you on your toes, man.
Exactly.
Right. The next
And
one.
wait, real quick, can we get the Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff going, or the other people saying that?
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm having a weird day today. I will get that done. I'll
Yeah.
get it out there. We need it
'Cause
for
they're-
500. We got 500 coming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 500. Episode 500 is next Friday. Fucking crazy, huh? Right. We got several more reviews to get through. Pat, we're going back to the well, buddy. You know where we're going with this next one.
Hey boys, this is Garrett from Iowa. On your pitching controversy, I think you have to call it a wash. It never even approached the fucking plate, so how can you call it a one hop or a two hop? Or at the very least, split the money between one hop and two hop. That's all. Deuces.
Oh, long time.
I like
listener.
Garrett's at the very least, but dude, Garrett, did you see my fucking video? Did you see my video? I need a baseball rules expert. Go to my Twitter at HeartFactorPat. I tweeted this video, and it shows lines coming off.
No. It's been settled. I don't know why we keep bringing this up. Look, Pat released a very skewed poll
Wasn't
from Heart
skewed.
Factor last week, very skewed, and then tried to do a video where the ball didn't bounce to the catcher's heel off the first bounce, which of course it didn't. But look, it was one hop to the plate was the bet. It was confirmed on air live last Friday, and then it was confirmed by Big Cat, who we had on, and he's a pretty good authority.
He was
on these
under
things.
duress. He was under duress.
No. He's the authority of betting.
He gave his honest answer after looking at it, and we.
Well, it's fucking bullshit, 'cause
we
Will
never said
had-
the poll. We never said the poll was going to decide it. We never.
Well,
agreed
why
to
did
that,
I
at
put the
least
poll
here.
up then? Why did I take the time
Because
to
you
put the
we're
poll?
having
the poll.
fun. Because we were having fun
in
with
order
it, yeah.
in order to win. You gave two options, one of which was the only legit option, and it
This
was
is
your choice.
Some sort of bastardized incestual fucking odds book we have over here, where I'm betting and I'm winning, and then you're able to withhold
this is-
my winnings from you because
No,
Mark
no,
pawned off another bet on you that you're supposed to pay me for. It's fucking bullshit.
I'll give you
we need
that
escrow.
it's close.
We need a fucking escrow.
Well,
I'll give you that it's close.
Well, you need to start. You need to pay up though. You need to pay the $30 to each of
He
us.
did.
I already
He paid
paid
up.
it.
We'll pay up.
Oh,
We'll
did
pay
you?
up.
Oh, I got it in my.
Whoa,
Venmo.
whoa!
Well, now I got
Wow.
$30. I got $30 this weekend. I didn't know.
Right.
Hey, good news.
Enjoy
good
the
news.
nicer
Wait,
Boda box.
Exactly. Hey, good news, the Beeve, and everyone on the show. A lot of people came back and said they want to continue with the lightning round noises. So every time we do a lightning round, then yeah. Because that'll be back.
Lightning round in general, lots of love for the lightning round. Let us
Yeah.
know. Let us know what you thought about that. I was surprised. Lots of lightning round fans out there. All right, moving on to the next one. This is from the Grease Tank.
What's up, friends? It's Grease Tank from Cleveland. Got a question for you guys. Might spring a discussion. Do you think that the pandemic played any role in the high reception of the injustices with George Floyd and everything like that? I'm asking, do you think if there was no pandemic and people were going about their daily lives, do you think there would be more reception, less reception, more protests, less protests? Tell me what you think. And beers are still on me next time you're through Cleveland. So Let me know what you guys drink, and I'll have them ready for you. All right, talk to you later. Take care, guys.
Red wine.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah, it's like 2 of the 3 of us are wine dudes now. Huh?
beers, right? So like, I'll still do beers, but especially with the grease tanks. Like I told you last time, check out his videos. He's drinking like 6 beers and or he did a case
Grease
race.
tank sounds like
he did like a case race in like an hour.
Yeah.
Fun question though. Fun question.
But the grease tank, as a big fan of the grease tank, he's getting close to grease man levels here with this question.
You think that's an offensive question?
No.
I mean,
No, it's not an offensive question. I'm saying he's getting close to there. It's like it leads you down a train of conversation.
well,
that's dangerous.
I think that off the top we can all agree that the murder of George Floyd was horrible.
Of
and it would
course.
have been terrible and impactful at any time. But to the grease man's point, or the grease tank, sorry.
Yeah, don't call him the grease man,
you got
bro.
me. You got me mixed up. So
Yeah,
to
what were
the
you saying
grease
about
tank's
Don
point,
Imus, our caller?
everybody, is wound up. It's Corona year. There's more gun purchases than ever, is what I heard during this bar testimony today. Everybody's wound up there. So, potentially,
got a theory.
it adds fuel to the fire.
There were a ton of factors that led to it, and the main one being it was a long time coming.
yeah,
Grease-
right. Oh, yeah.
Grease tank. I think sometimes in the world, energies all come together at once. Sometimes there's just it's fucking rubber band swing.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, it's all happening at once. Grease trap. It's all happening at
Grease
once.
trap.
Grease tank.
It's the grease tank.
No, I know the
tank.
grease tank.
Sorry, we fucked
but
up the
sometimes, man, nature fights back. So just it's like a snow day. So
Perfect storm. I think. It's
George
just
Clooney.
like the Marky Mark movie.
I didn't get much sleep last night.
The perfect shit storm.
All right, one from a guy who we all know very well.
Hey guys, this is one of the OG Hardo Hive members, your boy Thomas from Austin. I have a topic of discussion. Not sure if this has been vetted out, but what do you think the possibilities are of corporate America having everyone have virus or immunization passports moving forward in society? Because we also know that our government's not going to force anybody to do anything. So we're going to have to rely on good old corporate America to govern all of us. What do you think?
Okay. So what Thomas is talking about here is when the vaccine comes out, will there be some sort of documentation or indication that you took the vaccine, and then because of that, maybe it grants you access into certain things like businesses,
Like a fun T-shirt or something.
airports, stuff like that. Will there be like a scarlet letter type thing for vaccine?
And that's at the lower level. At the larger level, he's talking about skipping government altogether and just moving to the end product of capitalism, which is companies are in control of us.
Whoa, you're
Yeah.
busting my balls about talking about energies, bro? Come on with that bullshit.
Just saying. That was kind of the tone of the question.
The answer is yes, Thomas. Absolutely. 100% that will happen, undoubtedly. If, in fact, we don't get a vaccine first, which I fucking hope we do. So I don't hope that doesn't have to happen.
No.
Yes,
This is for. I think this is for the vaccine.
This is for
right?
once the vaccine is
once the
developed.
vaccine
Are
is
you going to
developed.
have a card to get in?
immunities.
Are
Okay.
people going to have
Like
proof,
your job,
proof of vaccine?
Yeah, your job needs proof of vaccine. Schools
and
need
I
proof
do
of
think
vaccine.
the answer to that is yes. I don't know how it will be.
Face
handled. Whether it's
tattoo.
He's saying
corporations or-
enforced through the corporations, which is
I don't know
what
who's
was
going
getting
to
at.
enforce it, but I do think there will be an indication of who got the vaccine and who didn't.
If you
I
haven't played,
suggest chain wallets.
yeah, Chain Wallets is good. If you have not played Outer Worlds, you should play that video game. That'll prepare you for the capitalist dystopia that Thomas just described.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, which does. All right, this one. Ooh, boss is getting a little heat here, guys.
What's up, guys? This is Cole. Pretty goddamn loaded right now. I forgot to call you guys after work today. It's Friday at 9:42. I have a serious question. I know you guys are pretty close to PFT. You grew up with him. How close is this guy to going full on transgender and changing his sex? I mean, I love PFT, but it seems like the man just enjoys wearing a dress too goddamn much. I don't know. That's just me. But I really need your guys' take on that. Also, I know you guys said earlier, Beef said, y'all want to meet up with Tommy Turpin. Well, I'm from the area he's from, so we need to start correlating and try to work something out, guys. Have a great fucking weekend.
Hell yeah. We've actually been DMing with the Tubs, so it's in the works. Tuberville's been DMing.
PF Tina.
Yeah, you want to take that one,
to dress
Will?
and drag. I think PFT likes to dress and drag a little bit. I think that all of us, though, from our sketch comedy background, fair warning, all of us are kind of we don't have a problem dressing.
I love to dress and drag, bro. I remember I dressed in drag in the 6th grade and for a skit, and I was like, I killed. You know, I killed.
Wow, this is comfortable.
And I was like, I'm wearing it home.
women.
And my teacher was like, no, you shouldn't do that. I was like, no, I'm walking home in this thing. And she made me take it off. Which,
You know, Pat, men are such good actors that they used to not let women act. And men would play all the roles.
Shakespeare
and so,
days.
you know, to get a good laugh, sometimes you got to dress up as a chick. And that's what PFT
Did you just
does.
say that men are such good actors?
I mean, I was being facetious.
Okay, that's what I thought so. I was just making sure that it was a joke.
Yeah,
I'm cool with wearing like a muumuu or like a loose fitting dress. I draw the line in women's underwear and heels are very uncomfortable. Wouldn't want to do either of those ever.
I just can't. My feet can't fit in heels. I've
you ever
tried.
worn a thong though?
I mean, I've fashioned my own underwear into a thong, but no, I've never worn like a thong. I've made a thong out of non-thong. And,
That was just for
didn't
you?
feel good, just to see how it felt. Yeah, just a tip. But
I've never worn women's
worn a thong.
underwear, but
Neither
now that
have
you're talking about it, Beef, you strike me as a guy that's worn some women's underwear.
You
in
ever
your
put
day.
any women's undies on?
Hell yeah, I've worn women's underwear.
I've put women's underwear
On my
on
face.
Exactly.
Hey, you didn't see that one coming, but it's true.
I was gonna say with like a specific part of my body, I've touched women's underwear.
No,
yeah.
but Cole, don't worry. PFT has high T. He has very high T.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say it's more of a Samson thing he's got going with the hair. He feels like his power right now is derived from the locks. It's definitely not. But you're right. We all do like to dress and drag, so it can be confusing.
Vegas thing might have been a step too far, too frequently. Maybe he takes that one back. But other than that, he's fine.
He didn't have cool hair growing up. That was a big thing for him. So I think he's really leaning into it.
Yeah, he got picked on. We used to make fun of his hair all the time.
Call him bleach ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit! We called him bad hair. It's literally
That's frosted
a
tips for a while.
literal joke.
Yeah, he's a big Sugar Ray guy. Huge Smash Mouth fan.
Last voicemail of the day, boys. Here we go, and it is from number 1 Hardo Hive member, the Hardo Hive himself, Bubba.
What's up, boys? A couple stories recently have led y'all to think about what song will be playing on the car radio in the background as the crime occurred. And it's made me start to think about what song I would want playing in the background. And I've come to the conclusion that I would prefer the score from the Batman movie from 1989, the Danny Elfman score. I like a lot of crescendo. And I think that would be a lot more exciting to any chase or any crime I may be committing, and even more so in the background of my life. I was wondering what music you guys would want playing in the background for your life or a crime you may be committing, Thanks. Have a great fucking day.
Crescendos, my man Bubba there with the crescendos. I'm with you.
You like the Danny Elfman Batman soundtrack?
I love any song with a good crescendo in it.
I'm worried about Bubba. Where did that came out of nowhere? How high is he?
He's thinking about committing crimes. He's thinking about committing crimes with background music, which, I mean, who hasn't been there at least once before?
For crimes, the answer is clearly Psycho Killer.
What state are we talking about? Because some of the things I'm talking about aren't criminal in some places, but they are in others.
Or a smooth criminal.
Yeah, I'm
Smooth
going
criminal.
Radar Love by Gold. Is it Gold Earring or Golden Earring? I think it's Golden Earring. Oh man, that song.
Those songs are both good, but I think they're too fast paced. I would need to keep my heart rate low while I'm committing crimes, so I would go with the soundtrack from the movie Drive.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, I take mine back. I'm going the whole album of Significant Other by Limp Bizkit. That's a big big
break
fan.
shit. Break shit would be great for if you're going certain types of crimes.
Manfred Mann, Blinded by the Light.
Oh, that's a great one, bro. What
Drug
a great
dealing.
one that is.
Yeah.
Or Electric Light Orchestra. What's the one that everyone confuses for Manfred Mann? But it's
That's them. That's ELO is the
Oh,
confusion.
man.
But I think it's
Great
actually
band.
Manfred Mann. Yeah.
Revved up like a deuce, another runner
That's
in the night.
The other thing that's confusing is people say it's wrapped up like a douche, but it's revved up like a deuce, which is like a car thing.
Is that what it is? I never
People
knew
think
what
it's
it is.
people think it sounds like wrapped up like a douche, which is
It's a
it
Bruce
sounds like that.
Springsteen song originally, revved up like a deuce. But Manfred Mann is absolutely saying wrapped up like a douche.
Yeah. He's I
You
mean
think
all
he's
the,
doing it on purpose?
he was like Bubba. He probably a little bit loaded, when he was singing it in the
Wrapped
studio.
up like a douche, another runner in the night. And that is going to do it. And since we had so many voicemails today,
wrap a douche up?
It's wrapped
Yeah.
in. Yeah,
Once you-
it's
yeah,
always
you-
wrapped in something, technically. I
Yeah,
think.
I hear that.
On
So,
my face.
Yeah. Since we
Right.
have so many voicemails today,
The underwear
we'll
thing?
do all the
my teeth.
We'll do all
That's
the
where I've worn-
5-star reviews.
Wheels are coming off.
That's where I've worn women's underwear in my teeth.
All the 5-star reviews this week will be on Friday, so please submit a 5-star review on iTunes, and we will read it Friday, no matter what it says, anything in the 5-star review. Take us up on the challenge. Also, catch us on Barstool Radio, 11 to noon today. Like Mark was saying, we're going to shift to 10 to 11 Eastern next week. Follow Mark at Hard Factor Mark. Follow the Beeve at Hard Factor Pat, and follow me at Hard Factor Will on Twitter and Instagram. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.